We in medicine have finally come around to recognizing that obesity is a chronic disease. It's not a matter of a bunch of people who have lost their willpower. It's not a matter of people being lazy. It is a disease of the 21st century, and it is growing in epidemic proportions. I moved to a little town where my practice would have been basically managing chronic pain, and I found myself handing out a lot of prescriptions. And I really loved my patients, they loved me, but trying to treat chronic pain with drugs does not work, so I got discouraged with what I was doing. I got discouraged with how medicine was handling the chronic diseases, again, of the late 20th century and 21st century. Drugs and surgery does not work well for the chronic diseases that we're really struggling with in the 21st century. So I took a huge step backward and reassessed what I was doing. And at the same time, I was also dealing with my own diseases of the 21st century. I was like a lot of women in their 30s. I had 2 children. I wanted to be thin. I was running marathons and I was eating good, I thought, good. What I was told, what I was reading, online and what I was told by my fellow physicians. And I was getting increasingly depressed, and I was gaining weight despite chronically restricting my calories and exercising a lot. And I started looking at alternatives, and there are definitely options in medicine. There are people that are doing really great and exciting things, and I began to explore different avenues. The idea of functional medicine is to go to the root. Again, look at genetics, look at upbringing, look at lifestyle, look at how all of your organ systems are interacting with each other, and try to determine what is the root cause of this disease. Not look at the manifestations of the disease, not try to cover it with a Band-Aid, also known as a drug, but really try to identify the root causes. And once you identify the root causes, you really can alter the course of the disease. You can often completely take it away. There really can be a cure for many chronic diseases, especially when we get to them early. What I found in my patients was that as they were getting better from whatever brought them to me, rheumatoid arthritis, depression, I'm getting older, I'm tired, whatever their issue that brought them to me, as we worked through that and they got better and better, they would say, and I'd like to work on my weight. As they felt better and felt more hopeful, they all wanted to look and feel better. So I love weight. I've been interested in weight since I was 10 years old and went on my first diet, and I've tried them all. I have done all kinds of bizarre and crazy things with food. I always tell my patients there's nothing that you can tell me that you've done with food that I can't at least equal you, if not top you. So there's no shame about food issues where I live. Some people actually think of obesity as a disease of the brain. It's not a disease of fat, it's a disease of the brain, because no one wants to be overweight, no one wants to be carrying too much weight. So if people could make the right choices, clearly they would. It's very important when dealing with people who have too much weight and desperately don't want that anymore, to look at brain imbalances. And I loved the challenge of looking at someone's whole life and trying to improve it, and dealing with bringing the family in and having a whole group of specialists trying to help this person regain their life. So I love the challenge of the big picture. Then I started realizing that the real art of obesity medicine is helping people keep their hard-won weight off for a lifetime. It is extremely difficult. It is not impossible, but it's a challenge and it requires a lot of investment, not only on the patient's part, but also on the physician's part. We need to have a long-term relationship